is August 30th. Um, I'm starting school tomorrow, and I decided to record some commentaries. my, my priorities are very straight. Um, no, but seriously, I'm doing another commentary. I'm going to be talking about the sort of create a class system. In this video, I'm going to talk about Black Ops 1, then I'm going to talk about Modern Warfare 3, and then I'm going to talk about the pick 10 create a class system. I've played other games as well. I've played, the original COD 4, but I don't really remember much from it, and I didn't play it online either. I only played it in private match with my brother. So Black Ops 1, so it's probably my second favorite create a class system, honestly. Black Ops 1 system. You'd pick a gun, and you'd put on an attachment. That was basically the extent of the gun customization. There was a perk, I can't remember the name of it, but there was a perk that you could put on a second attachment on your gun if you wanted to. Now, for the record, I don't remember much from the names of the perks and stuff, because I haven't played the game in forever. I literally haven't played it in years now. So the first set of perks you had were sort of your main perk. They determine what your character would actually look like. So if you pick Ghost, you'd wear a ghillie suit. If you pick Lightweight, your character would be wearing something like a t-shirt. If you pick Flak Jacket, you'd be wearing basically like a giant bomb defusal suit. The reason I really like the create a class system is mostly because of the perks. So Black Ops 1 used COD points, not the type of COD points that are used in Black Ops 3 where you have to pay for them and you can unlock loot crates with them. No, that wasn't that type of COD points. These types of COD points were earned just by playing matches, doing contracts, stuff like that. The better you performed, the more COD points you got, as well as XP, obviously. So basically, you'd get a perk, so I don't even know if this is right, but I'll just use this as an example because it's easiest. Let's say I have Flak Jacket, right? I want Flak Jacket Pro. So to get that, I would have to complete the challenge, which would be maybe survive a certain amount of explosions from enemies or whatever, or survive 20 explosions from claymores, and then survive some other thing like frag grenades or whatever. And then once I did that, I could spend COD points and make it a pro perk. Now, a pro perk is basically, it's the standard perk, plus more. You'd get an extra sort of, I don't even know if attribute is the right word, it's probably not. Basically, you'd get something else to it as well. So, let's say I had Ghost, and I would be able to, the standard Ghost, I don't appear on UAV, when it's activated or whatever. The pro perk means that whenever anyone aims at me, my name doesn't pop up. For the record, for those of you who didn't know, Ghost was basically a god perk. If you're playing objective modes, then it was basically Flak Jacket, because you could just survive any explosion. Now, obviously the other perks were still good. You had Lightweight, so you could, run faster, and then the pro perk makes your stamina last longer, so you could run for longer. That's really good for sniping as well. Okay, so that goes over the weapons and perks, but then you also, as far as grenades and stuff, you'd get one lethal grenade that you could choose, which at the time, as far as I can remember, was a frag grenade, a Semtex, and a C4, I think. I may have, no, it's not a C4. I think it was just a frag grenade and a Semtex. Oh, and a throwing knife. I'm wrong. As you can see, I can't really remember very well. But, okay, so the lethals were basically a frag grenade, which is just a standard grenade, a Semtex, which is a grenade you could throw and it would stick to walls and people, and then you'd have a tomahawk. You'd then have a tactical grenade. Those could be a concussion, a stun, a decoy, which hasn't, as far as I know, it hasn't come up in any other Call of Duty. Basically, you throw it. I think it's in Call of Duty World War II. Basically, you throw it, and on the enemy's minimap, it basically lights up as if it's an enemy, and it also makes a noise as well of a random gun. So they'd go over there. It's basically like a lure, and then you could also choose an equipment. That equipment could be a motion sensor, a claymore. Let's see what else was there. There was a C4, I think it was, and that basically runs down most of it. You could also choose a face paint for your character, which was, pretty cool and stuff. And then That's basically it. But one thing that I do like, which I kind of hate that they got rid of, is the whole different sort of factions, if you will. Because if you look at something like Black Ops 3, you only have CDP and Black Ops. That's it. In Call of Duty World War 2, fair enough, it makes sense. You know, you have the Allies and the Axis powers. That's it. But I prefer when there's like different ones, especially like I said, like the Black Ops 1, where each faction's character looked different. So you had, I can't even remember all of them, but you had like SOG, you had Tropaz, you had Spetsnaz. Anyways, with that being said, guys, thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.